You know, Negroes keep asking the wrong questions. They ask all kinds of questions except the one they should be asking. What's wrong with our youth? What's wrong with the young black boys? The only questions these Negroes seem to be asking is what's wrong with black women. Funny how they get together and have discussions about black women and don't have any discussions about themselves when they are the weakest link. And the problem is when you have black men like Trick Daddy, you wonder why our boys are messed up. You wonder why they're completely out of their minds. With influences like Trick Daddy, it's no wonder they behave like animals in the street. We're going to talk about it on the OverDrive coming up right now. all right. What's going on, everybody? It is the OverDrive 3G late edition. Sorry, I've been, firing up late, but I've been working late. You know, how's everybody doing? Glad to see you guys on Night Owls. You want to hang out with the Black Knights in the Ebony Star Network. Shout out to Trinity Time Travels. I don't know why, but for some reason that song makes me think about her. I can see Trinity singing that song too. Shout out to Charlene, my main man, Hassan Burton. And of course, the Lady Knight is with me as always, but she will be taking a break soon from hosting shows, a much needed break. And while she's on vacation, the Thunder Princess will be stepping up and she'll be rolling with the Black Knight until the Lady Knight returns. And she deserves it. She's hardworking. She wears many hats in the E Nation. She produces. She helped me with the show. She co-hosts with me. So she's a little under the weather. She's a little worn out. So she's going to be on vacation for a little while the Thunder Princess rolls with the Black Knight. Ha! What are we going to talk about tonight? I got a couple of things I want to talk about. This whole Trick Daddy thing. When I heard this, I can use this as a teaching moment. I said, okay. You want to know why our boys are crazy? Well. Let's get started with the type of black men that are being represented in the community. The type of black men that these black boys see and look up to. Right? All right. So, Dame, go on in here real quick.
Yes.
All right. Play that Trick Daddy. You know the part I'm talking about. And stop it when he's done. Okay. All right, everybody. This is the representation of black men that our black boys have to look up to in the community today. Go ahead, Dave.
About a year ago, a lot of people got upset because you told black women to tighten up.
These Spanish and these white hoes, they just start getting finer than a motherfucker. Y'all black hoes better tighten up. I'm telling you. Tighten up. Y'all doing all that extra shit for nothing. You're not achieving nothing, bitch. You get your ass done, your titties done, and you're paying $150 to get your makeup done just to go to a local club, bitch. Tighten up, ho. These Spanish and these white hoes is getting very spiffy on y'all. They fuck around and learn how to fry chicken. You hoes is useless.
And do you know they forgot about
All right,
that?
stop it. That was, believe it or not, that was a black man who goes by the name of Trick Daddy, which is another way of saying a pimp. Did you hear that? That was horrific. This man can't even address a woman as a woman. You got Spanish hoes, you got white hoes, black hoes, bees. You hear how he sounds? You hear how ignorant and stupid he sounds? This is what our young boys are listening to. This is who they're looking up to. This is the guy. I talked about how when black men don't raise their boys, the boys goes out in the street and finds a father in the street. Well, that's the kind of father he finds waiting for him in the street. Then you got that queued up again?
Yes.
All right. This is the kind of idiot that they find in the street as a father. Play it again.
About a year ago, a lot of people got upset because you told black women to tighten up.
These Spanish and these white hoes, they just start getting finer than a motherfucker. Y'all black hoes better tighten up. I'm telling you. Tighten up. Y'all doing all that extra shit for nothing. You're not achieving nothing, bitch. You get your ass done, your titties done, and you're paying $150 to get your makeup done just to go to a local club, bitch. Tighten up, ho. These Spanish and these white hoes is getting very spiffy on y'all. They fuck around and learn how to fry chicken. You hoes is useless.
Stop it. Y'all hear how stupid this nigga sound? And you know, I got all kinds of problem with this, right? Because black women and other people, other races of people, think we all sound like that. They think we all stupid like that. And you brothers, when you listen to these guys and you try to talk like them, that is what you sound like. That's how stupid you sound. That's a dumb nigga. And I don't want to hear nothing about, he was a famous rapper one time. Yeah, he got used by the Jews like Ice Cube and the rest of these sellouts. That's a dumbass nigga. Did y'all, man, did y'all hear that? And you wondering why our boys are messed up. This is who they have for fathers. This is who they have for mentors in the community. These are the men that they're finding and they're replacing as fathers. Dumbass niggas, ignorant niggas like that. I want you brothers to really pay attention. This is not for the women. This is for you brothers because this directly affects you. This directly affects you. Damon, you there? Where'd you go?
I'm here.
Play it one more time.
All right.
I want you brothers to listen to this.
Because you told black women to tighten up.
These Spanish and these white hoes, they just start getting finer than a motherfucker. Y'all black hoes better tighten up. I'm telling you. Tighten up. Y'all doing all that extra shit for nothing. You're not achieving nothing, bitch. You get your ass done, your titties done, and you're paying $150 to get your makeup done just to go to a local club, bitch. Tighten up, ho. These Spanish and these white hoes is getting very spiffy on y'all. They fuck around and learn how to fry chicken. You hoes is useless.
God damn, bro. Wow. And brothers, this is what you did. This is your mans in them. This is who you want to listen to. This is the nigga you following. Do you hear how stupid that nigga sound? Y'all, a lot of y'all sound like that too. Hell, some of y'all sound worse than that. But a lot of y'all sound like that dumb nigga too. Every woman is a hoe. Fried chicken. What kind of coon shit is that? White hoes, Spanish hoes, black hoes. How ignorant this nigga sound. If you Negroes are listening to this, these are the motherfuckers that y'all call y'all heroes. and you wondering why our boys are fucking crazy. They're half out of their fucking mind. Because this type of nigga right here is who they find in the street and take him as a father because their own father refused to raise him. These are the type of men that these are the kind of fathers that they're finding in the street. Dumbass, retarded niggas like that. That's who are raising your boy. That's why your boys are fucked up. That's why your boys can't put a sentence together. They can't pull their fucking pants up. They sound like this. Yeah, man. I was son. Yo, thug, yeah. My nigga. Yeah, word, yeah, nigga. That's what they sound. They sound just as dumb as this motherfucker. And they should because it's motherfuckers like him who are raising them. I tell you, man, shit like this right here, what pisses me off is that the rest of us get lumped in with this motherfucker, man. You know, it's because of guys like this. It reflects poorly on all of us. And they make sure they put an ignorant, dumbass nigga like this on a popular interview show that get millions and millions of fucking Bad TV get millions of fucking views. They made sure they put this ignorant wretch on full fucking display. This nigga named Trick Daddy. And you know, the sad part about it, is, brothers, is that this is what you want to be known for. This is what you want to be celebrated for. You want to be celebrated as a womanizer, a woman abuser, a molester of children, an ignorant wretch. That's your claim to fame. This is what you want to be remembered for. Not men of integrity, not men who have accomplishments, worldly accomplishments, but you want to be known as being a low-life pimp, an abuser, and molester of children. And this is one of your heroes. An idiot like this is one of your heroes. This fucking imbecile. Did you not hear the things he says? A fucking imbecile. This dude's an imbecile. And this is what's raising. And you want to know why your boys are crazy? Why they killing people? Because they're being raised by men like this in the street. This is why I blame black men for turning their back on their boys, because it's pieces of shit like Trick Daddy waiting in the street to raise your boys. Hey, pretty black magic woman. How are you? This is who are raising your boys. Dame, one more time. One more time. I can't. Dame.
These Spanish, these white hoes, they just start getting finer than a motherfucker. Y'all black hoes better tighten up. I'm telling you. Tighten up. Y'all doing all that extra shit for nothing. You're not achieving nothing, bitch. You get your ass done, your titties done, and you're paying $150 to get your makeup done just to go to a local club, bitch. Tighten up, ho. These Spanish and these white hoes is getting very spiffy on y'all. They fuck around and learn how to fry chicken. You hoes is useless.
Man, I can't get over how stupid this nigga sound. How the fuck did he ever become famous? How the fuck did he sell one record? What is wrong with us as black people? When dumbasses like this are famous, they're celebrities, they're in the spotlight, That means that, if this is who we're pushing to the front, there's something wrong with the rest of us. This nigga is one of the most ignorant imbeciles I've ever had the displeasure of listening to. And the sad part about it is, he's the one in the street raising your boys because you don't want to raise them. You push your boys on a black woman, she can't handle everything. These boys slip through the crack, they go on the streets. That's who's waiting for them in the streets. Ignorant ass imbeciles like Trick Daddy are waiting in the streets to raise your boys. You wonder why your boys act like animals. The nigga named Trick Daddy, seriously? And he gets respect? You see, black man, you gotta understand something. There's a lot of self-reflecting you have to do as a man. You need to go look in that mirror and look at that person on the other side real hard. And you need to go and think. You need to self-reflect. These are the type of men that are glorified in the environment that you're supposed to be the leader of. You're going to have to make a decision. Somebody has to go. And that's all to it. Somebody has to go. I can't believe how dumb this thing. Why the fuck is he even on anybody's? I mean, this is what's wrong with our kids. Guys like this, guys like the manosphere. And he had the nerve to talk about somebody not achieving anything. What have you Negroes achieved? Other than being mass incarcerated, selling drugs, shooting and killing innocent women and children. What have you niggas accomplished? Where are your achievements worthwhile? Where are your works that we can go see so we may learn about you and who you are? Got the nerve to talk about somebody's achievements when you have none of your own. No achievements whatsoever. You don't produce anything, you don't build shit, and you're the least productive male on this planet. Nobody fears you. People laugh at you. And you know what? The niggas always finding some excuse to be irresponsible, always finding some excuse to not be accountable when their feet are being put to the fire. Then they go create these factions and create this new ideal way of thinking. I remember when Brother Sanchez was running around here talking about the earth was flat. Nobody paid attention to the fact that he was just another worthless nigga hiding behind a shield of irresponsibility. Every time somebody put it to the Negro about what he needs to do, right? He changed it to some fucking guru talking about some higher state of consciousness and shit. Niggas start coming up with gimmicks. Oh, you vibrating on a low frequency. Your frequency is too low for me to communicate with you. We're not vibing on the same frequency. We need to go to a higher state of consciousness and shit. Whenever you put the niggas' feet to the fire, they turn into fucking snake oil salesmen, fucking swamis, fortune tellers, psychics, gurus, fake ass hoteps. running around here telling you stupid shit like the earth is flat and that you vibrate on a low frequency and you need to go to a higher state of consciousness and you need to astral plane out of your body. It's always some fucking gimmick. It's no different than when you watch cartoons like Bugs Bunny and he be in the desert and he come across some Arab dude, Swami, with a big ass turban on his head and a big ass fucking vase, and he playing a flute, and a damn snake comes swigging up out of there, dancing to the flute. That's what these niggas start doing. They start turning into Swamis and shit. Hey, black man, can you tell me when you're going to build something? Man, look, in order for you to understand or understand or overstand, you have to first meet me on my level, which is a higher state of consciousness. I'm sensing that you're vibrating on a lower level, so we cannot conversate. My consciousness has reached the stratosphere. You, my brother, are vibrating on a low frequency. But I just asked you a question, my brother. I'm just saying, are you guys going to do something about something? Cops are shooting our kids. Are you going to teach our kids, get them out of these schools? I mean, what you going to do? Y'all say y'all consciousness. My brother, I am Mr. Hotep. Understand, my brother, my consciousness is at a level in which you cannot understand or overstand or understand. If I was to reveal my consciousness to you, it will overflow your vibration because you're vibrating at too low of a frequency in order to understand my consciousness. Therefore, I cannot answer your question. Every time you put these niggas to it, they come up with these bullshit ass gimmicks. The earth is flat. The earth is round. The earth is made out of a fucking icicle. The earth is a fucking watermelon. All kinds of goddamn scams and gimmicks. They ain't tell you the fucking earth is a goddamn watermelon. They tell you some dude gonna come out the sky and hell gonna break loose and we're gonna be walking around here with blood up to our fucking kneecaps. And they so good at it, sometimes you get tricked at their rhetoric. I heard a motherfucker tell a white dude, I heard a Hebrew Israelite tell a white dude that you going to hell and you're going to be my slave and you're going to be cleaning my boots. What? First of all, you're talking about the afterlife? I didn't know they had shoe stores in the afterlife. Where you getting the boots from? And what kind of currency are you using? Spiritual bucks? Soul coins? I'm telling you, man, our youth is suffering. Our youth have no guidance. Our youth have no guidance. They're suffering. They're finding these makeshift fathers, these terrible representations of fathers like Trick Daddy in the street, and they're teaching them nothing but self-hatred. They're teaching them self-hatred. Pretty much telling them to go commit suicide, right? by trying to kill a black woman or hating a black woman. Excuse me. And like I said, every time you put the Negroes' feet to the fire, hey, what you brothers gonna do? Our kids are this, and that. We need brothers who are gonna go up to the board of education and handle business. We need to take care of this. We need to take care of that. Niggas turn into fucking conscious niggas. Like, hey man, the cops just killed so and so unarmed. We need a couple of you brothers to come down there and help us protest no justice, no peace. Well, my brother, let me explain something to you. You see, the etymology of the ramifications of no justice, no peace is really a erroneous effort on your part because of the low vibration of your consciousness. Now, in order to vibrate to a level to where your consciousness will connect to the consciousness of the universe, you need to take 2 steps back, turn around 3 times, click your heels, and say Candyman 3 times. And after you say Candyman 3 times, take 2 steps forward, do 12 push-ups, 1 pull-up, and call for Hotep. Then you will vibrate on a high frequency. This is all bullshit. Like I said, these guys with these phony ass factions that are designed to allow them to be as irresponsible as young children. In the meantime, our boys are suffering. Our boys are crazy because they're being raised in the street by bums like this. Dame, one last time, please. I can't get over how stupid this nigga is.
These white hoes, they just start getting finer than a motherfucker. Y'all black hoes better tighten up. I'm telling you. Tighten up. Y'all doing all that extra shit for nothing. You're not achieving nothing, bitch. You get your ass done, your titties done, and you're paying $150 to get your makeup done just to go to a local club, bitch. Tighten up, ho. These Spanish and these white hoes is getting very spiffy on y'all. They fuck around and learn how to fry chicken. You hoes is useless.
Jeepers creepers, man. God damn. You know what, man? I don't understand how niggas, why y'all wouldn't be embarrassed being around somebody like that? I wouldn't be around a nigga that dumb. I would be worried about I would be worried about being seen around a nigga like that. A nigga that fucking dumb. I wouldn't even, I would be embarrassed. A nigga that dumb embarrasses you. Man, look. It's like this, brothers. It's not going to get fixed unless we fix it. You got white guys coming on shows talking about we ain't shit, talking about we don't produce nothing, talking about we are immature. And a lot of that shit he's talking about is true. We are immature. We don't do shit. My thing is, I don't understand why you niggas, because a white dude said some shit about you, which is true, why y'all go and make a long ass live stream talking about how your feelings got hurt? I mean, that's some girly shit. Come on, black man. Y'all gotta start being men and stop with this girl shit. Hold on, let me stop cursing. This is not gangster talk. Y'all gotta stop with this girl stuff, man. You got to stop with this female mentality. You need to get your manhood back. We got things we got to do. We got to fight for our kids, our women. We got to protect both of them. We got to get these race soldiers off our back. We got things we got to do. How are you triggered to the point where you show nothing but weakness by coming out on a panel and crying about what was said? That's weak. You should be unfazed. But yet you guys are the most bothered because it's true about you, right? You know what they say, a hit dog will holler. Kind of like they say you deserve it whenever you die with your eyes open, right? I can't believe y'all listening to a dude that calls himself Trick Daddy. And when you look at these panels that these guys have, they're non-productive panels. They're not talking about being productive males. They're talking about being unproductive. They're talking about being bums and deadbeats. That's what they're talking about. They're talking about glorifying being a deadbeat, a bum, a turncoat, a traitor, a hater of your race. That's what they preach over there. And then they somehow convince you that you're not black. You got fools over there coming talking about, I'm not black. My family actually came from a tree. If I could just find that tree, I could learn all about myself. So I just wanted to say, come on, brothers. It's time to step it up. We can't let dumbasses like Trick Daddy continue to raise our children because they've been abandoned by their father. It's time to cut that shit out. That shit is going way past bedtime. Now you at the point to where you're damaging people's lives. You're gonna have to cut that. You got to bring that shit to heel. You know. Sorry about that, y'all, but I'm a little tired. I was working pretty hard today. You know. So, with that being said, I'm going to move on to the other part of my topic. You know, the reason why I'm going to revisit this because I had some people hit me up on the email. They liked it, but they wanted me to go in more, and they wanted to describe it with greater detail. Okay, no problem. Well, yesterday I was talking about I was blowing up a favorite manosphere talking point, the one where they say the black woman should have chose better. And I was breaking that down. Well, what they don't tell you is when men lie to women, when men deceive women. Okay, come on, we're all adults here, right? Let's not act like men don't lie to women. Let's not act like men don't deceive women, trick women. Let's don't act like that because they do. I'm a man. I'm here to tell you that men lie to women. They start with the verbal abuse. Do y'all know, fellas, lying to a woman is verbal abuse? It's also psychological abuse, too. It's on a smaller scale, but trust me, it's still abuse. Shouldn't be lying to your woman. She believes in you. So every time you lie to her and betray her, you zap her energy. You understand? So all of this about you should have chose better. Well, when a man is misrepresenting himself to a woman, trying to pass himself off as a decent father, a decent man, a decent husband, a hardworking man, and she likes this guy, and she falls for this guy. Well, at the time, she thought she was making the right choice. You couldn't have told her that she made a bad choice. So at the time, she believed that she made a good choice. Then when the guy shows his true colors, she gets blamed for effeminizing males. When the guy shows her true colors, she gets blamed for not picking the right guy. She gets blamed for feminizing the boys, therefore she's not taking care of boys. But like I said, she can't be everywhere at once, can't do everything all the time. She will eventually get worn out. She will become overwhelmed. Where is your care anyway? How come you're not there helping her? That's the name of the game. You're supposed to work together as a team. It's not you put everything on her, then you get to go and swing your penis everywhere. It don't work that way. That's not what it's about. At the end of the day, it's about simple love and respect. Love and respect your black woman, and trust me, you'll have a better relationship if you do. You're gonna have a bitter relationship. You come in here with some bullshit. So we're gonna drop the link in the chat. I'm extremely sleepy, y'all. So hopefully I don't fall asleep on y'all or start slurring my speech, sounding like I'm on a real drug. So it's starting to do a number on me. I may not last much longer. I may have to go to sleep here. But I hang out with y'all as long as I can. So this choosing better. See, what they don't tell you is then go on mute. What they don't tell you is at the time the woman believes that she is choosing right because the man is selling her a bill of goods. He's telling her what she wants to hear. In the beginning, these guys lie just to get you in bed quicker. Funny, Dane was talking about the movie A Thin Line Between Love and Hate with Mike Epps and Martin Lawrence, right? So he refused to, I believe in the movie, they refused to change who they were, ended up doing a lot of hard time. So you have to get involved in the lives of your boys to stop all of this madness and start setting your boys straight. Start correcting these boys. Now, some of you might have to knock out because they done got too big for their britches. But I have to give them credit. They don't forget where they come from. And let me know when I stop making sense because I'm really, really groggy. I'm not even sure I can make it through the rest of the podcast. I might have to. We may have to do a part 2 to this, ladies and gentlemen, because I can barely keep my eyes open.
Okay. All right. So,
sorry about that, y'all. Sorry that I'm so tired.
right.
Dang.
Okay. So I was gonna say, well, we do a part 2, but if you are talking about the topic, well, this should be a little mind opening. Yes, we always knew that men will lie and say and do anything to get in our pants, but we didn't think it was to the level
Well,
that they would project themselves as a good man.
right. This is, and men do that, and men know what I'm talking about. All the men in here, probably with the exception of the young brother, all the brothers know what I'm talking about. You got brothers out there that would do anything to get in the woman's bed, lie to her, deceive her, betray her. And so when he presents himself as the Prince Charming, as the dashing Danny, the heroic Harry, or the heroic Harold, She believes in him. She believes that she has a winner. So at that point, the woman, the black woman, believes she has made a good choice. He done came into her life and put on this show, and she bought the tickets and got a front row seat to the show and enjoyed the show. But here's where the problem comes in. And this is where they get their talking points. You should have chose better. When the show is over, when the curtains are up, meaning that he's exposed as a liar and a deceiver, then here come the manosphere where she should have chose better. Well, at the beginning of the relationship, she believed she did. She believed she made the right choice. Until the guy reverted to his regular self, which is a piece of shit. And once the woman sees this later on that she was betrayed, which isn't talked about how many times men betray women. They betray their trust, they betray their love, they betray them, period. A lot of brothers have no loyalty to your woman. And that's where you're going wrong. We talked about African tradition and the ancestors. How the ancestral men were powerful men. They got shit done because they obeyed their women. I got news for you with this patriarchal shit. The universe is feminine. Now, I understand you don't like it, but you liking and not liking that has nothing to do with the fact that the energy of life is feminine. The universe is feminine. All the planets are females. They're all females. They all do what a mother does. Planet Earth does what a mother does. She gives birth to children. She gives birth to the food to nourish the child. And they make sure that the child has a decent guardian or somebody the child can go to. I'm not sure why certain people didn't pass. Again, man, I don't want to start talking out my head, y'all. I'm dead tired. So I'm going to bid y'all adieu. I'm going to leave y'all in the hands of Dame Frankie. Dame, lock up when you're done, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm just busted, y'all. I can't go on. I'm sorry about that, but I'll make it up to y'all tomorrow. We'll do a part 2, and I promise to be wide awake, and we're going to go in. Peace, power, and unity.
All right. Peace, power, and unity.
Hello, hello, hello. How's it going?
All right. The timing is not good today. You wanted to speak to Max, right?
Yeah. So what's today's topic? Sorry, or tonight's topic?
We moved on to a little bit more detail, and she didn't choose wrong. Well, she didn't choose. She doesn't choose. She does choose better. We blowing up a talking point of the manosphere about that they always say that black women should have chose better, and we're saying that she always chose better, but unfortunately the man lies to her, and when he's caught in a lie, can't hold up the lie, or he got what he wanted, he shows his true self.
Oh, so basically, it's this talking about where the black manosphere says these black women need to choose better. Oh, okay, that kind of thing. So, basically, it's I don't understand this whole part about black women, choose better. I mean, you got these guys in the black manosphere who claim that they are good men, they can make a difference and all, but they're just all the same. They're just a bunch of F boys and all that stuff, and then every time they do this pumping it up, see, there's this within the black manosphere, it's this whole pumping and dumping culture that they're promoting. That's what they're promoting. And, like they just, they do that, but then they expect, but when a black woman does this, that's not okay. But when they do this whole pumping and dumping, it's okay. See, it's this whole double standard that's divided us. Like they set up this double standard where they can do that, they can cheat, but black women are allowed to cheat. That's all it is. And I don't, for me, when it comes to me, the double standard does not work on me. Okay, I treat people equally. Like if you screw up, it doesn't matter. Like if you're man or woman, black or white or whatever, you screw up. Okay, so I'll treat you the same. That's all it is when it comes to me. But like this whole double standard thing, it's really annoying me right now. It really is. But so.
Yeah,
You go.
and also it creates the very thing that the pumping and dumping creates the very thing they complain about, which is single baby mothers.
Now let me say something about the single baby mothers
Mhm.
problem. So basically, these guys like okay. So did you see that video, like one of Kevin Samuel's videos? And I know I'm kind of going off topic or sort of off topic with this. Like he said he was telling his followers, specifically black men or black men that are associated in the black manosphere, to get that they need to get rid of single black mothers. That's what he said in one of his live streams. But the thing is, like, what about the fathers who are out here pumping and dumping and then just leaving, like just not taking up the role as the father, like being the leader? Why isn't he talking about them? Like they're just having kids and just leaving them, like just leaving the wives. He's not even handling that situation. He's promoting Fresh and Fits, Donovan Sharp, Minister Jab, and those dating coaches who are, which by the way are frauds. Like I don't even understand that. Like basically, you don't really need a dating coach to find love. Okay, that has to come with you. You have to learn how to find who you are and stop listening to what these so-called dating coaches, they're really scam artists, let's just be honest. Like stop listening to them. Just just try to build yourself up to the level that you want to go, like leveling up. Just don't stop, get off the internet. Like stop worrying about what these guys are saying on here, because first of all, that's detrimental to you. Okay, it's detrimental to you and everybody else that listens to people. And let's be honest, they're not really helping them. Okay, it's all clicks and views and just getting money. All right, and I don't even have to read the book. Like I don't have to read their books how to get game. See, I don't give a shit about game. Okay, all I care is, I'm a hardworking man. I got my life together. I'm financially stable, and that's it. That's really it. And I just learn how to use my words correctly, like use the definition of words correctly and all that stuff. Learn how to speak, talk like you got to damn sense and all that. Like, there's so much that they could be doing instead of sitting on their asses all day complaining about. It's like the same thing every day, like same shit every day. And I don't really get that. Like, I just don't get it.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
What's up, Mr. Naval Saint? How are you, brother?
I am doing great. How are you, Black Knight?
Just a little tired, man. I'll be working. I'm a blue collar worker, man. So just got off work. Just a little tired.
Okay. Because I heard you say you're tired. You can't even you can't go any longer. So I just decided to come on here and just try to.
That's cool. I appreciate it. I wanted to clear something. Yeah, I wanted to clear something up though. A lot of brothers got the wrong understanding about how to treat Black women, especially when you have situations where there may be something involved as far as a mistake being made or somebody had one person transgressed against another. What I hear a lot of brothers say is that they treat men and women the same. That's bad information. You know, women and men aren't the same. They shouldn't be treated the same. You're supposed to treat a woman differently. Women are different than men. They don't think the same way we do. They don't react the same way we do. They don't have the same understanding that we have. They have a whole different physiology makeup than we do. They process information completely different. So we cannot treat them the same way we would treat ourselves. So I keep trying to tell brothers, one of your biggest problems is that you don't separate women from men. And that's why y'all have a lot of issues with women. And this leads to the lack of understanding of the feminine nature. You have to treat them differently. I would not treat a woman the same way I would treat a man. And vice versa. I wouldn't treat a man the way I would treat a woman. They're two completely different types of human beings. They don't get the same treatment. And I think that's where a lot of brothers go wrong. That's bad information. And when you say you treat a woman the way you would treat a man, to me, you're talking about abuse. Because men can handle it. We're built to handle abuse. We're built to handle hardship. Women aren't. So when you treat them the same way you treat us, you're abusing them.
Right, right. And that's something that I talked about. And like yeah, like and let me add on to that. Like so like and like these guys are wondering why women don't like treat them. Oh, well, he left, but I can still go on. But these guys are wondering why women are treating them like this because it's not only that, but like have you guys like heard of the term simp?
Yeah, we've been hearing simp for the longest. They call the Black Knight every version of the simp. His new favorite is Gangsta Simp.
Well, you know, my acronym for simp is suckers idolizing mediocre you know what. But anyways, uh yeah, like you got these guys, you know, and I'm not trying to like sound misogynistic or anything like that, you know, not trying to sound like, you know, like make up these black minister talking points, but excuse me. But basically, like you got guys who are like giving up $1,000 of their money to you know women to women on the internet and then expecting those women to date them, but you know, like they don't get nothing in it. And I just don't understand why would you give up like thousands of dollars to somebody that you don't know, like you don't know, and that they're not even gonna, you know, go on a date with you. Like I just don't get that.
Okay, it speaks to their desperation, and since they act like every woman that, especially one they spent money on, she's going to disappear, and there's not going to be another one. Like she's their only hope to have a woman to have sex. You know, even if they're not actually doing that. So so she fits some kind of fantasy of theirs, and so they'll spend all of this money and stuff like that because it's kind of a desperation, you know.
Right, but you know, I've never seen like you don't have to pay a woman to go on a date with you. Like you just don't. Like that's just so unreal to me.
Well, that's the influence of pimp culture. If every woman is a garden tool, then every woman has a price. You just gotta find the right price. Some prices are high, some prices are low. If you see them on a panel talking one on one with a woman, you hear them say the six figure dude. Uh, I don't know why the six figures a magical number or 150,000. That's what I was hearing all the um all the time when came on YouTube. And I was like, are you trying to find out How do we got a garden tool price or something? Is that's what you're doing? Why you keep bringing this up? They always figure that a woman need for resources is translation that she is selling herself. You know that she wants a man who have the most money instead of the woman wanting a man who provides. And they always forget about all the other characteristics of a quality man that women have. They concentrate on that one.
Right. And you
Mhm.
know, you can have all the money that you like. You can have all the money in the world, but the point is, it's all about your personality and your character. That's what also matters. So, yeah,
Mhm.
like, yeah.
But you see, a bunch of them has no personality, or they don't seem to be able to um, show their personality to a woman, or they don't think she's going to accept his personality. You know, and then as I said, that's where the pimp culture come in. There's another group that mentally think that women has a price because that's where pimps think all everything has a price, including the most valuable and sacred part of the woman. Yeah, there's that mentality that no woman should be broke as long as she has her for JJ. In other words, they saying basically she could use for JJ to obtain money, or in their more simplified uh, un- pimpish influence mind that she's selling it.
Uh-huh.
Hmm. Yeah, so
Well,
when women advise other women or mothers, daughters, telling them not to get involved with a man who don't work, not to get involved with a man who's lazy, no job, um, you know, don't have his own business, his own money, all that. They see it as she's preparing her daughter to be a prostitute when that's not what it is. Because you'll find a father who would say the same thing to his daughter. You know, don't get with no lazy Negro. Because how I know this, I heard my grandfather. Don't get with no man who don't want to work. Um, don't get with a man who don't have a job. Better yet, let him have. Wait till he has a business. You know, because they felt having a business is better than a job. You know, you know, and so on and so forth. Now, if the father's telling the daughter this and the mother's telling the daughters that, and somehow you taking what the mother said that she's preparing her daughter to be a prostitute, are you trying to say the father's doing the same thing? Because I've heard more fathers tell things to their daughters or prepare their daughters. If their daughters seem to be doing a lot of so-called manly stuff or stuff that men were taught to do, like take care of, do repair work on the house, fix a car, all kind of other stuff, and they saying she's being manly, more often than not, you should be mad at her father. He trained her. He made sure she had it because he felt that there's no good black men out there. When we hear no good black men, I bet you, and just about the majority of women tell you she heard that from her father, her grandfather, her uncle, a male figure or a father figure in her life. They are saying that now. I've heard them say, I feel sorry for the young girls today because there's no real men out there. These boys today are weak because to the older men, anybody younger is boy. is a young boy. Are these men today are weak? Are they lazy? Or they don't want to work?
Wow,
Yes.
man.
Yes.
Whew.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a
That's a
lot.
lot. Yeah. Um. My grandfather taught my mom certain things about maintaining the house, because he was preparing her for when he wasn't going to be there, and he didn't believe she was going to find a man who know how to do these things, or would be there to do those things. Yeah. Yeah. And the fathers in our life. So the fathers is not only important for the 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 boys and the young men, they're also important for the girls and the young women, in the sense that he has influence on his daughters too. Her standard is his influence. The things he say about the men, the things he tells her, don't deal with a man's doing this and that. And they all have their own version. My grandfather way is, if you go to the club, don't let no man buy you no cheap liquor. If he can't afford to buy you the best liquor in the club, then he shouldn't be with you. It's a waste of your time. In other words, it was a way of testing, can he afford to provide in a club setting. If he's hemming and hawing and flinching over you having a drink that has top shelf liquor, Grey Goose. I'm trying to remember all of them. I remember Grey Goose because, hey, that's the stuff I like in my White Russians. and he hesitates, or he flinches, or he thinks that now he should have sex with you over that drink. The higher the more expensive the liquor, the more expensive the drink.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Hey, ain't Hennessy like expensive?
Hennessy,
Yeah.
if you get more than a pint, or a little pint, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, and each person has their own, because some women fixate on a particular, is it white liquor or dark liquor?
It's like clear.
Well, no, I know what Hennessy is. I got a cousin that loves it, you know, and I know some people that likes to drink cognac, and other peoples that can't handle cognac. I just can't remember what's the top shelf brand. I know there is. Crown Royal. You know, it, to some people it's not top shelf. To some people it is. You know, but as I said, so when they mad at women, and they saying that women are saying this stuff, I was like, okay, I don't know what you're talking about. You might catch a woman, and they get together, and one of them is mad, and she's mad at her man. She's talking badly about the man or the ex or whoever it is. They don't normally just lump men together unless they're trying to make her feel better. Can't catch women when they're trying to make their friend feel better. And take what they say. That's just an angry woman, and and they remembering when they've been in a similar situation. And they angry at that particular man or those particular men. But they're not hating on every man. They're not, on every black man. They don't even lump it as a black man. They don't even say black men are this and black men are that. They say my man is this, or he's no good, or whatever it is, because they try to use that as an excuse. I hear, men, I've been in situations that been like the barbershop moment where they did not know I was there and they were saying stuff. I've seen men that are angry at their exes, their wives, and whatever, and it's been temporary. But all of a sudden, this temporary is becoming a permanent. You're taking what women say in a moment of anger at their man and putting it that she's saying that about all men, or a group of women who's temporary man bashing. They're not man bashing all the men. They're bashing their men or their exes or the men that have done them wrong in their life. But it's just like anything else. You vent, you get over it, and you learn from your mistake, and you go out there and try again.
That's right. That's right.
Hmm.
Well,
But
uh,
normally I would have thought it was a good thing because it sounds like originally that's what it was meant to be. That the men get together, they vent, and they get over it, and then they learn from their mistakes and they try again. Hmm. Or they help each other, you know, work out the mistakes they made, or recognize flags that they miss, whatever it is, and then they get over and they move on with their life. But these guys have fed off of each other, and instead of moving on or helping each other to get over it and move on to the next thing they got to do, whether it's the next woman, then concentrate on working on the things that they need to work on or build on, and they just fixated on rolling over and over and over again. And now they attract the attention of these guys that's getting rich off of their stagnant, angry position, and they complaining about black women using them. Right now, I don't see black women using them. I'm seeing black men using them.
well, they're just a
Mhm.
bunch of drama queens that, all they do is just project their failures on these black women and all that stuff and don't even have accountability of what they said. But well, basically, I'm gonna hop off. After what I said, like, I think I took out too much energy to what I said, before and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm really tired. But thanks for
Yeah.
allowing me on the panel, Dame. Means a lot.
Okay. Welcome up anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry I
Yeah.
kind of took over. If you wanted to say something, you know, but these guys in these situations, kind of get me on a rant.
I understand. I understand. I mean, which you and I, people like you, me, are trying our best to, yeah, try to, talk some sense into these guys, like tell them off and all that stuff. But just gotta keep fighting. It's all
Mhm.
we can do.
Well, yeah, all I can hope is to get the younger guys and to resonate and they recognize, okay, look, y'all can't stay in there. It's gonna warp your thinking and it's gonna hold you up for the things you need to be doing. Okay, so the first relationship you had didn't work out. You learn from it, you grow, and you keep trying. Eventually, you're gonna find the right one.
Yep, that's all it is. If it doesn't work out, just take the L, move on.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Hey, Rosie, good to see you. You wanted to come up and talk? Otherwise, I'm gonna shut it down for the night because I'm also getting sleepy. It's just that I kind of woke up during my rant, but I'm
Huh.
gonna end up eventually drifting down again.
All right. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Okay. All right then. Let's see y'all. I'll see y'all for ladies' night. Um. Yeah. Yeah. I see y'all for ladies' night. Don't worry if you don't see me talking too much. I'm gonna be behind the scenes for the most part. But it's gonna be a good ladies' night. You know me. I'm gonna throw in my little opinions, my 2 cents on the topic here and there. All right. Thank Raza for popping in, saying hi. Highly favored. Good to see you. Thank you for participating. Truth is, Malika. Good to see you. Long time no see. It's good to see
Dang,
you again. Yes.
not in the show yet.
Don't end the show yet.
No.
Okay.
I wanted to say something real quick.
Okay.
I had got knocked off, but listen, this is what I want to tell you, brothers, right? I hear a lot of you say that you treat a woman no different than the man. That's a mistake. You're making a mistake when you do that. You have to treat a woman different than you treat a man, and vice versa, because they are not the same. That's where you go wrong. That's part of your problem when you're dealing with women. It's because you don't treat them separate from the way you treat men. They are not men. There's things you have to say to them that are different than what you would say to a man. You're dealing with much more emotions. You're dealing with much more sensitivity. You're dealing with a different understanding on how to deal with adversity. They're not like us, so stop treating them like us and stop walking around here saying foolish things like you treat a man and a woman no different. And I'm telling black women, if you hear a man that says he treats you no different than he treats a man, that's a man you shouldn't be with. That's the man that's going to be abusive to you. Because if he treats you the same way he treats a man, that will be abuse. He's going to abuse you. So whenever you hear a man talk like that, stay clear of him. That's an abusive man. He doesn't even realize he's being abusive. Some do and some don't. But that's an abusive man. He has no respect for your femininity. He has no clear understanding of your femininity. He thinks your femininity and masculinity are one of the same. So you need to stay away from a guy like that. All right? And to you brothers, stop thinking that you should treat women the same way you treat men. That's a huge problem. And Dame, I just wanted to say that before you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do a show. I'm too tired now, but I want y'all to look out for a show on Gent Culture, where I'm gonna delve into that, the difference between men and women, and the way you should treat women, which is far and away completely different than the way you would treat a man.
Mhm.
We're gonna talk about it on Gent Culture, and I'll be able to sit down and really talk it out with you brothers on what I mean and why you should stop saying that you treat men and women the same and no different. That's foolish. That's part of your problem right now with women. It's because you treat them the same as men. You don't even realize that that's abuse. That kind of thinking is abusive. So look out for that show on Gen Culture. I'll give you guys a heads up when it's coming. All right? All right, Dane. I just wanted to say that before we got out of here.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
I'll see you in the back chat.
All right.
Peace, power, and unity, everybody.
Yep. Peace, power, and unity. Yeah. We're not the same people. We react to different things differently. You men always complain that we're mysterious and that it's hard to understand how we think and how we come at certain things. Yeah. Women doesn't always rely on logic. They also use intuition. Yeah. But can't choose you can't treat women the same as men physically or mentally. hmm Women are good communicators. That's why I said stop arguing with women. You're not going to win. She has 100 different ways to win. Yeah, yeah. Max do have some powerful information. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm yawning, y'all. Is my yawns are getting violent. Let me just end it. Y'all have a good night. Yeah, and peace, power, and unity. If we don't see you tomorrow, you definitely see it as for ladies' night. All right, nighty night, y'all. No, not this time. We're not going out with music because we're just not. Let's just go because I'm gonna fall asleep on the song, and live will still be going while I'm snoring. Y'all have a great night. Peace, power, and unity. Like, subscribe, and share. Especially share. Don't let Max Wisdom just stay with you. If think he's giving some powerful information, share the information. Thanks, highly favored. Good night.